Good morning. This is Heidi Foy with Foy Real Estate, and we are back for Q&A Thursday, where we talk about real estate, remodels, or anything remotely close, which basically is everything and every topic that you can think of. So today I'm super excited because I have two very special guests, one of which is the other half of Foy Real Estate and his compadre, Michael Toland. So we're going to talk a little bit about some remodel and all the things. So stay tuned. All right. Well, hello, Josh and Michael.
Hello.
I know that this is totally in your wheelhouse, so I appreciate you guys taking time out of your busy schedules and joining us today.
I think the only reason we're really doing this is because it's your birthday.
That's all right. I'll take it where I can get it. So I think it's really funny. If anybody knows Josh and I very well, we have a tendency to run late. And I'm happy to report that we actually started early today. So there you go. It's a little birthday miracle. So there's a lot of things going on in the real estate market, but I would also say there's a lot of things going on in construction too. I think one of the things that we've noticed in the last year, especially with you two, is that nobody stopped doing their projects last year while everything was kind of shut down. Let's talk a little bit about that. Did you guys ever see a slowdown in work? I know the answer to this, but nobody else does. Did you guys ever see a slowdown during the pandemic last year when everything was kind of closed?
No, we didn't. We actually saw an increase. It seemed like everybody was home, sitting at their house and deciding what they needed to remodel.
So were you guys able to do, how many, I guess, year over year comparison, what did the number of bids look like versus, like 19? Like a double in workload or?
Probably.
Easy.
Yeah.
Have you seen that trend kind of continue into this year?
Yeah, it seems like it. Some of our work is carryover from last year still.
So one of the things, I think if anybody is on Facebook, they're especially seeing all the crazy memes about the prices of lumber and the cost of a board of USB. I guess I would expect there to be a slowdown because of those prices being so high.
Yes, I would agree with that. People are starting to get more and more hesitant, but I don't know. It hasn't really slowed down as much as I had expected it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
I know that you guys, and we have all had kind of these conversations off camera, but what do you attribute the cost of lumber being so high? What is the reason for that?
No idea. You go to the lumber yards and they're stocked full. So I don't know how they can say it's a supply and demand issue. Even the demand is there. It hasn't dropped off. The stock is there. Couldn't tell you. I don't know what's driving it.
So Josh, were the factories that we were talking about the other day, they're still like the USB? Is that what it was?
OSB.
OSB. See, that's why I'm on this side and you're on that side.
You're on the computer side with the
Yes.
Orient strand board.
Very good. Thank you.
Yeah.
Are those factories still shut down or is everything back up?
I don't know. I talked to a guy that worked at a lumber yard forever, and he said, I think there was like 5 OSB plants in the country and 3 of them are shut down. So I don't know, if that's true or that's just an excuse or what. I think if I owned an OSB factory, I would be trying to kick it out for $60 a sheet.
Yeah, for sure. So some of the things that just to do a little crossover into kind of the real estate world, a lot of the things that we hear especially now when we're talking to people that are potentially interested in selling their properties is what can we do in our house right now that we can recoup our money back when we sell. So I think Josh and I talked about this morning, like the standard projects might not be an option. If you need to update your front deck, you may not recoup that money like you would even last year, like you would. So what are some other maybe not lumber related projects that sellers could look at potentially doing, but also can still recoup that money when they sell?
Paint.
Yeah. Paint's pretty cheap and it does wonders, especially, if the outside of your house has any chipped and peeling paint, obviously might as well hit that.
Floor covering.
So let's talk about floor covering a little bit. When somebody is reselling their house, would you suggest, I think the new trend is that LVT. Would you suggest kind of on trend, or do you suggest more of a traditional flooring? Carpet?
LVT, I don't know. I think a lot of people like that actually.
Mm-hmm.
I always push for it anyway.
Well, and it's probably that's something that you guys I know have installed in many jobs. We did it in our kitchen also. So I think that kind of is a good suggestion. Also, if somebody is doing the work themselves, although I'm sure that we don't want to promote that because that's what you do for a living. But if they're doing the work themselves, then it's something that can be done easily.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or can be done, maybe not easily, but
carpet not as easy.
Yeah.
For a homeowner.
Yeah. So let's talk about bathrooms. I know before we did our big kind of kitchen remodel upstairs, we were constantly trying to figure out ways that we could increase the value of our property. And I think there's two of the three bathrooms have been updated. Again, a bathroom is probably a little higher on the expense side and may not get that money back right now. What are some other things that we could do in the bathroom if we can't do like the full remodel?
Well, I think it depends on how intensive a remodel you do, but you could always paint the vanity or maybe put a new top on it.
Mm-hmm.
You could get a
light fixture.
Yeah, there's little things you could do that spruce it up a lot.
Yeah, updated light fixtures.
Even cabinet doorknobs. You get rid of the doorknobs from 1980. It adds
Mm-hmm.
Or change the cabinet poles. Yeah.
Door handles on your door to your bathroom. Just small stuff like that.
All very good tips, and not, lower than remodeling the entire thing, but definitely would update it and kind of bring it to current trends.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Very good tips, guys. Thank you. So we only have a few live viewers, but you guys are bringing a crowd, so that's nice. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do. So we usually only go about 10 minutes here, boys. So you're almost done. You're doing good. I guess what are two things totally not related to real estate? What is your favorite project that y'all have done in the however long, but what's been your favorite project or build that you guys have done?
Ever or recently?
Well, ever.
Now we're going to start playing favorites. I don't know that we can do that.
Okay. Recently.
They're all our favorites, I think.
Not the customers, the work. All the customers are your favorite. What do you enjoy doing the most?
I would have to say what we're doing now.
Yeah.
Talking to me?
No.
Definitely.
Not even close.
So explain, because not everybody knows what you're doing now.
Well, we'll have to post some pictures.
Okay. All right. Then I can share them on Foy Real Estate.
Yep.
So speaking of posting pictures, where can our lovely followers find your work? Where can we see these pictures?
You can go to my page, Toland Construction, but it's been a while since I've done any updates.
No Toland's tips for a little while?
And no Toland's tips. Been busy.
Well, that's good.
So.
Oh my gosh. This is not happening, Amy. Get out of here. There you go. Amy thinks that you should sing happy birthday to me.
Oh.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Funny. All right, you guys. We are over the 10-minute time that I promised you that I would not go over. So thank you very much for joining me today on Q&A Thursday. You guys have a wonderful day.
You too. Thanks for having us.
Yep.
All right, so there's lots of things going on in construction and remodel world. And if y'all have any other questions for these two lovely gentlemen, then message me here, or you can get on Toland's tips, or excuse me, Toland Construction. Watch all of Toland's tips videos. Actually, some really good tips in there if you're doing some work at home. And we will catch y'all next week. Don't forget, send us your questions for Q&A Thursday for next week, and we would love to answer those questions for you. Anything real estate, remodels, or remotely close. All right, you guys, have a wonderful week. We'll catch you next week.